Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Thursday, November 30th, the last day of the month. And we turn the page to December, and just like that, we expect winter to be heading this way here in about another 5 to 6 days. We'll see cooler temperatures by early next week, maybe some snow showers as we get into Tuesday night into Wednesday. But until then, really not too bad. We expect a lot of 40-degree temperatures into at least early next week, and then we'll see those snow showers again move in for by Tuesday night and Wednesday. And the real cold air, I think, will come in late in the week and towards the weekend when our temperatures will likely be down only in the 30s, maybe even in the 20s for highs, and just as cold the temperatures, if not colder, for the following week. So very deep winter like conditions will be heading this way. Still problematical as whether or not we'll see much in the way of snow. And again, that real deal cold comes in between the 8th and the 12th. And if we look at the long range models, this is for the period from around December 10th to January 10th, and you can see we expected to be under a very, very cold pattern in the 500 millibar pattern with this ridging over the top, the horseshoe. This always means very cold temperatures for the Great Lakes and East Coast. And again, this is going to be a really an eventful, I think, 30 days coming up just in time for the holidays. Again, whether or not you see a little bit of snow or a lot of snow during this kind of a pattern is all based on the individual storm systems, but certainly the storms that do form and move through the country certainly will give the eastern portions of the U.S. a better chance of picking up some snowfall. If we look at the climate data, the normal high for today, 39, the normal low is 24. You can see 65 degrees back in 1998, 2 above zero, 1958. And you can see we're running about a half a degree. Actually, I checked this morning, actually at 0.9 degrees per day below normal. So November will definitely end up a little bit below normal, and December could end up quite a bit below normal. Since midnight, 0.04 of an inch of rainfall at Newaygo. We've picked up a trace here, and again yesterday we picked up a trace along with a high of 44 and a low of 30. I think all areas will see between 0.05 to 0.15, maybe even a 0.2 of an inch. But again, not a lot of rainfall, but certainly enough that we may actually end up pretty close to our forecast for the week as far as precipitation. Current temperatures out there this morning in the upper 30s to low 40s. So again, a pretty mild morning out there. And if we look at the conditions around the rest of the state, mainly 30s and even some 20s, but overall not too bad for this time of year. And our precipitation forecast issued last weekend, you can see I predicted about 0.1 to maybe a quarter of an inch. I think we'll be closer to this a 1/10 of an inch of rain. You can see not a lot of rainfalls for any of our locations right now, but I think this Thursday here, it'll fill in with some numbers here over the next several hours. And I think most of the rainfall will be this morning into early afternoon, and then I think we'll see some sunshine return for the afternoon. If we look at the radar out there this morning, you can see that developing area of rain showers that'll move to the east. The overall individual cells will be moving to the northeast, but I think all areas will get at least some rain out of this. In some areas, again, you can see some heavier showers here near the Newaygo area. And again, I think the heaviest amounts will be around Lansing off to the north with this system. And if we look at the forecast map, you can see that cold front that's going to be coming through. That's bringing the showers to the area this morning. Even some snowflakes as you get into northern and northeastern lower Michigan, but not a big deal. And then on tomorrow's weather map, high pressure will take over. And again, we'll still be in that somewhat zone of flow, so there's not going to be a lot of cold air behind us. That'll have to wait until we get into next week before we see that. And you can see the extended outlook, colder than normal conditions for both the 6 to 10 and the 8 to 14 day outlooks. And with above normal precipitation in the 6 to 10, some of that could be in the form of accumulating snow as we get into next week. Now, most of the country will be dry during the 8 to 14 day outlook. You can see normal to above normal. That'll be mainly lake effect, so not a whole lot for much of the MAC area. However, Newaygo, you could pick up some more accumulating snows if we do indeed have this kind of cold temperatures. Most of the systems will be riding off to the north of us, bringing cold fronts through the area with not a lot of moisture. And as far as moisture here over the next 7 days, you can see many areas could pick up around a ½ inch of rainfall or snowfall. So again, some of that could be in the form of snow as we get into next week. The first quarter of an inch could be from rain from the system that we're in now. But again, as we look at the forecast for today, you can see we're going to see rain in the morning. I think we see some breaks in the clouds, especially from west to east later on this afternoon. But again, we could end with a few snowflakes, but overall, not a lot of rainfall today, mainly about 0.05 to 0.15, about a 70% chance. And then for the weekend, looks like partly sunny skies for the most part, mild temperatures in the mid 40s, lows in the low 30s. And then our next chance of rain will come in for Sunday night into Monday. A good chance of rain then, and maybe another tenth to a quarter of an inch as well there. And then some snow showers that'll be featured in Tuesday night into Wednesday as cooler temperatures begin. And once those cool temperatures come in, they're going to be here to stay. As far as weather watch out there, other than some gale warnings for northern Lake Michigan and for Lake Superior, there is nothing out there. And as the old skating rink would say, all skates, because it's clear and ready to travel here. No big issues coming up anytime soon, but that may be changing here in about a week to 10 days. Thanks for stopping by and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.